Hi everyone, I'm Stefano. Welcome back to my channel, FragRobe, your fragrance wardrobe. In this channel, we are talking about fragrances and we try together to build a bigger and better fragrance wardrobe. If it's your first time here or if you haven't done it yet, please consider clicking the subscribe button. It's gonna really help the channel. In this video, we are gonna take a look at the Holiday Discovery Set 2020 by Kilian. This Holiday Discovery Set contains a total of 8 7.5 glass atomizers, so we are talking about 8 different fragrances, plus a black travel case where you can slide your atomizer in, which is called Talisman, so a Black Talisman. And so it's really convenient to carry this atomizer with you when you travel, so it's both easier and safer. The presentation of the Discovery Set is really classy and elegant because we are talking about Kilian, so really top-notch level of luxury and presentation. So let's take a closer look at it. The first thing that we can notice is the Discovery Set has this magnetic closure here. So when you open this hub, then you can just close like this. As we can see, we've got a total of 8 different fragrances. I think it's a really good mix because we've got a couple of freshy, few gourmand, few narcotics. There is a really good choice in here that you can take. And of course here in the middle we can find the talisman, the Black Talisman. So this is the case where you can slide your glass atomizer in. If we take a closer look at this, we can see that it's really well made, it's really solid. We can find the classic shield theme that we can find in the Kilian bottle, for example, on the side. So he just kept the same theme, which is so iconic for Kilian. And then of course the K here engraved, and here there is the magnetic cap. The only criticism I would say, I would like this magnet to be a little bit stronger. It is fine, don't get me wrong, but can be a little bit wobbly, so I really would like for this to be a little bit stronger. In order to put one of the glass atomizer in is super easy. You can just remove the cap, you can just slide this in till it touches the bottom, and then you can bring the cap back on. Let's give a brief presentation of all the 8 fragrances that you're gonna find in the Discovery Set, starting with Bamboo Harmony. The description of Bamboo Harmony is a sip of pure white tea in a bamboo forest, which is quite accurate, I would say, because this is part of the fresh, so it's definitely a fresh citrusy green fragrance with a really interesting tea and bamboo accord in the art. I think it's probably maybe best for spring or summer and maybe daytime, but it's really interesting, really fresh and really green. Next is Moonlight in Heaven. This is described as a fresh taste of coconut infused rice with a spoon of mango. Again, quite accurate. This is under the fresh category too, and this is a fresh, creamy, fruity fragrance. Another one really clean, probably more for spring and summer, like the Bamboo Harmony. Probably this one is too best for spring and summer, or maybe right after the shower, because it's quite fresh. It has some creaminess and some fruitiness, so another great one. under the fresh category. Next in line is Good Girl Gone Bad. This one is possibly the best seller ever for the brand, if I'm not mistaken. We can find this under the narcotic category, and the description on the website says a narcotic uninhibited whirlwind of flowers with orange blossom. Lots of flowers in the top and in the heart, and then we've got amber and cedar wood on the base to give a slightly dirtiness, especially the cedar wood, just a touch, so maybe it's when the good girl went bad. Despite of the name, this one I think is pretty unisex. I know many men would wear this, so don't get put off by the name. If you just like the juice, if you like the scent, just wear it. Men, women, whatever. Next is Rolling in Love, an addictive, intimate cocoon with notes of iris, musk, and almond milk. Again, this is part of the narcotics, so we expect to have some florals, and we have a bunch of florals going on in the top and in the heart. But on top of that, we've got almond and we've got vanilla. There is a really interesting iris and tuberose note, so you got to love these two florals. Otherwise, I don't know if you would like this, but overall is another really great release. The bottle, the retail bottle for this is so gorgeous. It's completely red, like really amazing. Next is Love, Don't Be Shy. This one is a great gourmand fragrance. A sweet treat for adults made with marshmallow, neroli and orange blossom. It's sweet, it's powerful, amazing performance. This one is a winner. This is 100% unisex. Even if we found this under the narcotic category, this one is definitely unisex. Men and women can wear this, no problem. It's a beautiful gourmand scent. The actual formula and the idea from this was born because Kilian and the nose behind this, Chalice Becker, I probably butchered the name, sorry, they were trying to think how can they make an unconventional gourmand fragrance. So long story short, when the perfumer was making an actual dessert, a cake for her children, she just thought, wait a minute, I've got all these ingredients in perfumery too. So, and she just made really quickly a base, send that to Kilian, and Kilian simply loved it. So yeah, marshmallow, orange blossom, neroli, great. Next one, Straight to Heaven. An overdose of rum to lead to an artificial paradise with notes of patchouli and nutmeg. This can very well be the most known fragrance from the house. It is spicy, it is boozy, it is woodsy. It's not super powerful. I mean, don't get me wrong, the performances are quite good, but it's not super powerful. There is an extreme version of this, which I own. I should probably do a review about that, which basically amped up the booziness and the vanilla. This one is definitely a all year round fragrance. It's not the strongest again, but it's simply beautiful, elegant, and can be worn by just anybody. Next in line, we find Intoxicated, a cup of smooth, dark Turkish coffee with a cardamom note. This one for me is absolutely outstanding. I just love this fragrance. Of course there is coffee, and of course there is a big note of cardamom. So you gotta love cardamom, otherwise you won't enjoy this. This one is interesting because the opening is quite fresh with all the spices with the cardamom, but then it settled down, and then there is cinnamon and nutmeg too, so it's quite spicy, and then there is this beautiful dark coffee note. Intoxicated is just really amazing. I love it, and if you can, put your nose on this because I think it's really worth it. Performance on this are quite good, and as the name said, the sillage is quite big, so it's really intoxicating. Last but not least, we've got Black Phantom. Black Phantom is another amazing release from the house. I think is one of the best seller. Was released in 2017, so not long ago. Some other fragrance like Straight to Heaven or Good Girl Gone Bad, I think there are 2007, 2008. So this one is pretty much 10 years later. The success that this fragrance had is unmatched. This can very well be one of the best gourmand fragrance ever made, hands down. It's described as a deadly coffee with a splash of rum and notes of cyanide. So super interesting, super sweet, gourmandy, really edible fragrance. There is not only these things, so it's boozy, there is coffee, there is chocolatey vibe going on, there is a caramel vibe going on. Super long lasting, performance on these are just nuclear. Super long lasting, great projection, really good sillage. Black Phantom is a masterpiece. Now, my favorite out of all these 8, I think all 8 are great. If I have to pick just 2, I definitely will pick Intoxicated and Black Phantom. These two, by the way, can be very well layered together. So there is something called mixology, which are some, let's say, layer technique, which apparently have been approved by Kilian himself. One of the most famous is layer Black Phantom with Intoxicated. So you just do a spray of one and the spray of the other on top, and the result is just magic. Those two work so well together because they have this coffee base which is shared. So Intoxicated give a fresher opening to Black Phantom with the cardamom note and with all the spices, but then you've got Black Phantom, so you start to feel the coffee note and then all the gourmand base which is in Black Phantom, this chocolatey vibe, the caramel, and you've got, of course, is long lasting because Black Phantom has a really solid body. So those two layered together are an absolute winner. I definitely recommend the Discovery set. I think it's an amazing product. Is possibly the best way to get into the house, of course, if you don't own any of these fragrances. With just one purchase you can really start to discover the house of Kilian with 8 different fragrances, or like the name suggests, the holiday discovery set can be an amazing gift. We are going towards the holiday season. I mean, there is Black Friday around the corner, there is Christmas, it's just almost a month from now or something. So this can be a really good idea for an amazing gift. The question of the day is, which is your favorite by Kilian fragrance? Comment down below so we can start a conversation. If you've got any value from this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, click on the notification bell so you can be notified of all my future content, and I see you really soon on the next video. Ciao!